And welcome back to Developer Log. Let's see, I can't see my hand, so I guess me holding up fingers is not going to do a whole lot of good. Oh, where did the controller at? Oh. Okay, so, crap. Nothing like going live with a video when you realize that you've got a typographical error in the title of the game that you formerly were making, but now you're making this new game set somewhat in the old universe, but not, and still having some crossover because why not? It's VR, everything should be possible. Okay, so Lawn Dart VR. We are in what will become a trophy room. Actually, it is the trophy room. And that's the whole point of this whole stage here. The idea being that you go do things out in the world and a strange place beyond the window, and you get things or credits or some such, and you get those credits and you can acquire fun toys, such as this cool guy, and put him down there. This checkerboard seems to be a popular VR asset that everyone's been including in their titles, so I thought, hey, I'll pick it up and do it too. Yes, you can play checkers. I'll get him out of the way. So you can stack them. You can do all the wonderful things that you want to do, including making a big mess. Now, I did have a collider on this checkerboard. However, I found that when you pick it up, it just makes a holy mess, and then it takes forever to set this thing up, and I don't have multiplayer set up yet, maybe. I don't know. I'm still looking at all that kind of stuff. And so I thought, well, for now, we'll just have it laying on the floor. So this is a kind of carpeted area, which I've been putting in some soft details, which I think you could probably see. The wood paneling here, it took me a while to figure out a good solution for kind of bringing out some subtle detail in the paneling. I was trying to bring out if anyone's ever been to an older home that was built like the 70s or 80s that has some of this wood paneling that's fairly cheap and common in that era. Actually, I don't know if it was cheap then. It might have been fairly expensive. Who knows? Anyways, there's a lot of homes that have this crap in there. And if you've ever, cut your finger on it or thrown crap onto it, you know what it's like. So these photos, okay, famous people, I'm not making political statements or anything like that. This is simply photos from the 80s. I was trying to set the mood and tone. So those familiar with these kind of photos, it's like, oh, there's this strange environment where it's like a 1980s room, and then there's this window, and then there's like mushrooms and this potted plant, and then there's this cartoon-like environment beyond the pale. And it's kind of hard to say what exactly is going on out there, but actually you may recognize that as that guy's area from Wave Escalation. Okay, so you get some trophies. Got starter case here. Actually thinking expanding over there. I'm leaving this open, kind of future expansion possibilities. Maybe I need a door to go through a hallway. I haven't decided yet, but for now, this is definitely a very cool place to be, and kind of hang out and veg out if you want. I did have videos playing here. However, I ran into the situation with Unity. If anyone's ever played with the movie texture editor, yeah, that's a real pain in the ass. And it turns out that if I wanted to take my current 110 frames per second down to 20, then I would put the movie texture on there, which really kind of blows. I researched different solutions. None of them were really viable for a one-man shop, so I went with let's just throw some static on there and do the old Atari thing, which I get to down here, and take some more of my action figures off to move around. Actually, this is from the forest scene, so if you want to kind of see what that guy looks like, you can pause the video and get an idea. I thought about repainting him to make him creepier, but I've kind of grown fond to the strange coloring and such kind of going on. Anyways. So what we got down here, we got some game cartridges. We've got LawnBot Waves. We've got Chimpsaw, which we'll talk a little bit more about Chimpsaw here in a bit, but Chimpsaw. So this is a really cool stage. Actually, I think kind of puts the rest of these to shame at the moment. Sad but true. I won't be showing it today, so we're gonna just put that on top of the, ooh. So that ceiling, the virtual ceiling, is about a foot higher than my real one. Who knew? I'm not going to test if that light is in about the same place. Okay, so what we got here? We got Lawn Darts Classic, which is the classic mode. I have made a few changes there. Won't be showing those today. Otherwise, this is going to turn into like an hour video. And we've got Forest Adventure. Okay, so Forest Adventure, kind of talked a bit about that last week. I have actually some kind of funny to show you based on some playtesting I did with this. I actually am playtesting this, believe it or not. It's kind of crazy. I will give full credit to my oldest son who asked me to put in an epee into the Forest Adventure scene. And after doing so, we were playtesting and discovered kind of a fun thing, which I'll go ahead and do next. Oh, wait, how does this thing work? I've got a cartridge. I've got this VCR thing down there. So how does that work? We've got VCR manual. Well, before using that. So, Virtual Cartridge Replay. Another fine product by the Chimsaw Corporation. Oh, Chimsaw. Hey, check this out. I've got a story going on. It's crazy. This thing is starting to turn into a real product. Okay, so Virtual Cartridge Replay. This is a book. Now, some of the other virtual titles, you've got these books, and this is pretty much the extent of what you can do with them. I've made a change in that you can actually read said book because I am one of the crazy people that go out and play Skyrim for 1,000 hours and, you know, just collect books and have a book library. And I very much want to have a shelf full of interesting books here based on, you know, game world content because I'm just one of the weirdos. So you can open the book, you can see it says playing reality, select cartridge, insert cartridge, press play button. So that's the extent of it. You can turn the page. You can read the next page, which in this case is that. I'll give props to the book asset I found on Unity's asset store, which really jump-started this thing. It was fairly easy to modify to get into this awesome environment. So props to them. I'll put a link in the bottom area. Does that show right here? The bottom area of the YouTube video to the asset so that if you want to incorporate books, which I think all these VR games need more books, need more exposition, it adds content. People like myself enjoy reading. So, okay, we've learned how to use that. This borrows a book. Game cartridge, insert into VCR. I am fully aware. I grew up with the VCR. I know how they work. I think it's kind of a cool idea. Plus, you know, the whole don't want to get sued by Nintendo or details. Okay, so we're going to hit the play button. Now, may recognize my Chimsaw gun. I'm going to get down on the floor here. Okay, so we've got these. Oh, here comes a guy. Here we go. Oh, where'd he go? He's all the way over there now. So what I figured out is that if you do this right, you can launch him really high into the air. And I am sad to say, oh, see, now look at that. Look how high up he went. Isn't that awesome? Okay, it probably sounds really weird that I had no idea what that was about. You can also use these as javelins, which is kind of cool. I don't know if this will actually kill him, but it'll get pretty close. Oh, you can also whack them all over there. So yeah, I will shamelessly admit that I spent most of my time in the last week simply knocking these guys around because it is a lot of fun. And especially when you combine it with some other mechanics that, like this guy. So, this is called Chimsaw, which is tied in with the other bit, which I'm not going to show right now. It's kind of at that stage. It actually is like I said, it's doing pretty good. There's a couple more changes I need to do. Okay, I'll put that aside for now. Well, actually, and up. Oh, that was a good hit. Hopefully you can't see how bad of a shot I am, because that was terrible. Boy, look at that. He's still flying in the air. Crazy. I wonder if I can really nail this guy. Oh, I missed. Crap. So the guns, you notice, recharged. So part of the solution for getting rid of the drops, which was hitting the frame rate problems I discussed last time. There we go. I have since added recharge timers. Part of that was inspired by Battledome, which if you haven't played Battledome, you should go play it because it is awesome. I've considered adding in some of the teleportation concepts that they're using there into this, but you know, not sure that really makes sense yet for the title. I'll probably know here in, whoa, get back, I got that guy over there. Okay. So, yeah, that's right. Look at this guy. Where did he come from? So, oops. Oh, see how he is? Okay. That's all I'm going to show this week. I do want to have a quick note that you may... Sorry, ammo. That you may notice that down here in one of these corners is a counter that says that we are really close to 100. Yes votes on green light. So, being only 14 shy, I was kind of thinking that I should go buy myself a cake if I get to 100. So, if you could, you know, talk to your friends, go tell them to go to Greenlight and vote for this weird ass game this guy's working on, and so I can get to 100 to justify indulging myself on a cake. So, that would be awesome. So if you ever played Destiny, the hand cannon experience is really good. This actually feels very similar to one of the weaker hand cannons in the game. But it is stupid fun. You can tell I've got an arc trajectory going on there. I'm actually thinking about adding some aim assist to some of the weapons, just a real subtle hint based on distance. I think Destiny uses a very similar equation. But that's not the important thing. The important thing is cake. So I got 86. When I get to 100, at 100, go buy myself a cake, and maybe I'll do some cool video about the cake and do something. Get them. Also, I need the aim assist because I cannot shoot worth a damn. There we go. Okay. I have added some more intelligence to Boxy. It is not active in this stage though, so I just threw Boxy all the way over there. Awesome. All right, till next week, everybody. Peace out.